Water is one of the most fascinating elements. I think it's really mind-blowing just how much water is important and how it can show itself in so many ways. Just knowing that the water we look at is more than 4 billion years old is already a breathtaking fact. It can be so beautiful and peaceful, and sometimes so huge and scary. It has many colors depending the light and the bottom beneath it. And it can be so soft, liquid, all white in tiny small pieces, or hard as a stone. We enjoy water every day in our lives, and thanks to water we play a lot or travel a lot. Water is very often an important part of our holidays. If I want water, I just open my faucet. How lucky I am. Maybe you think I'm exaggerating, but I really do think about this quite often. How grateful I am that where I live, life is so easy. Because we don't all have access so easily to water, and the planet is running out of drinking water. That's why I never open the faucet to water my garden, though I have flowers and a kitchen garden. And yet, I have all the water I need for my entire garden, to flush my toilet, or for making a quick pre-wash on dirty dishes in my kitchen. So how do I do? Well, it's such an easy and simple trick. I have a bucket in my bathtub and a bucket in my kitchen. In the bathroom, it takes quite a while before the water gets hot enough for taking a shower, and so I collect all this water every time I take a shower. I don't say every day, because there are days where I do a quick wash over the sink. I have heard several doctors saying that it's really exaggerated to shower every day. It dries our skin and takes away the natural protection that the body creates for us, and of course it harms our planet. In the kitchen I get a lot of water. Sometimes I don't even know what to do with it. It's simply by collecting all the water from washing fruits or vegetables and so on. The bucket gets really quickly full, and so I empty it in the water can that I put next to the kitchen door. I also have buckets in the garden to collect rainwater, or empty the bucket from the kitchen, because even the water can is quickly full as well. That's when you realize just how much water we use. And though there's a lot of vitamins in the skin of the fruit and the vegetables, I now sometimes take the skin off instead, so I don't use all that water. Somewhere in the world, me washing a carrot could have saved a life. In the fall and winter season, I don't water my garden, so I don't need soap-free water, and so I even use the bucket when I wash my hands. Either the water is being used for a pre-wash on a dirty pan, or the water will go into the toilet. I want this channel to tell the truth and show the reality, and so I do admit that a bucket of water doesn't flush the toilet that well. There is always some paper left, but personally I don't mind. And yes, I should have a dry toilet, and it's on my wish list. But we are only renters here, so I don't really have a place for it. But the day we are buying our own house, I will definitely create one. It's just insane to think about that we are using drinking water in the toilet, and that we also at the same time is throwing away good green manure that we could have used in our compost instead. Another way to have water for the garden is of course to have a water collector. Again, since we are renters here, I can't change anything on the house, but I could put one on our garden sheds because it's something we built when moving in here. I haven't done it yet because, as I said, I already have so much water, but I'll probably do it though in the spring, because then all my water from the buckets can be used only for the toilet. Onto that, as I mentioned, I have a bucket to collect the rainwater, and I use a beautiful bucket so it still looks nice when you see it in the garden. The only water I don't put into the bucket is actually boiling water from potatoes or pasta, simply because the boiling water is cleaning up the pipes. It melts away grease and other stuff, and for the 4 years I've been living here, I never had to use a chemical product to unblock my sink. Now if you live in an apartment and don't have a garden, you can still use these tricks with the bucket. Again, either to flush the toilet, watering some plants, or wash some dirty dishes. By the way, did you know that it's more ecological to wash your dishes in a machine than doing it manually? Apparently one is using much more water than the machine, and I'm actually not so surprised because we are using a lot of water when we rinse all the stuff. Another thing is I never wash my car. That might sound crazy for you, and of course it depends where you live. I've always just let the rainwater wash my car. Or I take my bucket from the bathtub and then the water can just go into the nature. If you think it's too complicated with all these buckets every day, here is 3 simple and last tricks to save some water. Cleaning dirty dishes to remove any leftovers of food not using water is by simply using a brush. I have one only for that use, so I'm never concerned about it getting dirty. Number 2, instead of throwing away the tea which has gone cold, use it to watering your plants. I had a little palm tree, something similar to this one, and it only drank Earl Grey and lived for about 8 years. And number 3, put a bucket in your kitchen just 1 or maybe 2 days before watering your plants to collect enough water for them and then put it away again. I hope you will try some of these ideas, even if you don't go all the way. Remember, it doesn't have to be perfect. We just need to be a lot of people doing something good every day. Thank you so much for watching this video to the end. Really, thank you so much, and see you very soon.